our senior consultant, Ashok, who is going to be sharing the commercial offering for each brand. At the end of each brand's presentation, there'll be an opportunity for questions. So please ask your questions in the Q&A box, get all of them answered. And also our Senior Vice President, Swaraj, is going to be sharing his details in the chat box as well now. So if you would like further information or you would like a further discussion about any of the brands, both on this webinar or any others that we represent, please contact Swaraj and he'd be happy to have a conversation. So without further ado, please give a warm welcome to our first speaker from Australia's Sports Star Academy. We've got Peter Nicola Kopoulos.
Oh, well done, Hannah. Thank you very much. Let me share my screen. Thanks for everyone for joining. I will share my screen one moment. This is going to work. Can you see that?
We can't yet, but I'm sure it's coming. It just might take a moment.
Okay, let's have a look. So, just top one. One sec. Is that not showing though, isn't it?
No.
Okay. Can I just continue with that screen, or
please do? And what I will do is I have your deck. I will just forward it to my computer and I can possibly share it.
Well, thank you. So yeah, do you want me to start? So
yeah.
Cool. So hi, I'm the global CEO and founder of Sports Star Academy. It's Australia's #1 grassroots sports academy. Our brand story is that we believe in setting children up for success today, tomorrow, and in the future. And the way that we do that is having a driven outlook upon things, and also making sure that we bring on what we call good seeds in our business, in our franchise model. And our values are thrive. We trust, helpful, respect, innovative, versatile, and excellence. Within the Sports Star Academy, it's very exciting and very unique, where we have a number of sports, being football, tennis, basketball, cricket, golf, athletics, swimming, badminton, just to name a few, under the one organization. So what we do at Sports Star Academy is we help children develop and create a pathway to thrive and be able to work with students at school. So we use school facilities as our facility partners, and we deliver programs before school, during school, after school, and on weekends. So very unique, but also when you look at the top 3 problems Sports Star Academy solves, #1 is we're getting kids active. And there's no parent that you would ask right now that doesn't and isn't concerned about their kids' time on a tablet or the way they are using the devices these days. So 1 hour a day minimum is what a kid requires. So as part of Sports Star Academy, we run 1 hour, 60-minute sessions. We run them every day. They're able to do 1 a week, or they can do 2 or 3. And they can also choose the sport that they love and also try different sports. So the way that we look at our outlook is that kids could be able to do cricket on a Monday with Sports Star Academy, then maybe go do their football, soccer on a different day of the week. So under one organization, one business, there's multiple options. And I think another really important thing is that we're giving parents back time. And the way that we do that is by offering the program locally, by offering it, like I said before school, after school, weekends. It really allows the family to dictate when they want their kids to be able to participate. So they're not told it's only on the weekends. So you might want to have your weekends free, or it's during the week. So three key solutions that our business solves is getting kids active, giving parents back time, and under the one business model, having the multiple options. If you decide to join us at Sports Star Academy and become a franchisee, there are multiple revenue streams. We run weekly clinics, which are like a 60-minute skill acquisition program. And then we move into an elite SWAD training program, which goes for 90 minutes. We do holiday camps, birthday parties, one-on-one training, and we create a really unique player pathway opportunity. So as a young sports star joins us, they could be as young as 5. But what we see is that they go all the way through, and they might be still with us when they're 15 and 16. Others might join us when they're 8 or 9, and they're with us till later as well. So it's really unique because we are focusing on the individual player, their development, building their confidence, and making sure that we're creating a pathway for them to thrive. And the way that we do that, we've created some amazing tech systems, which also help our franchisees. We've got an award-winning Move It platform. That is our pretty much 20 years of our IP put into this platform, where our franchisees will be able to obviously utilize. That's looking at the customers and all the different functionalities. That's automated class management. It's a franchise dashboard, including sales, actuals, and targets, and it's real-time reporting. So there's no guessing of your numbers or understanding your revenue as well. It's all live 24/7. We also have another platform called Op Central. It's our operations and training compliance platform that everyone will have access to as well, where we have our not only our training, but also all of our curriculum lives on there as well. So yourself and your coaches are able to look at what cricket curriculum do we need for cricket, what do we need for football, what do we need for badminton, etc. So very customized per age group, per week, per hour, and holiday camps, etc. That you are able to follow and have a successful business. We also have an online shop for all our merchandise, which is another revenue stream. And then we also have our local marketing easel management, where all of our assets, all of the marketing assets have already been developed. All you need to do is personalize things and get them either printed or sent out through socials. So you're not sitting there trying to create and be a marketer. You're not trying to be, creating all your training manuals and all of the above. It's all set for you and all done with over 20 years of experience in that process. So a really great start. So the way I see it is that anyone that joins Sports Star Academy, from the moment they join with us, they've got 20 years of experience in the business. So very hard to say no to, but obviously very successful in the ability to own your own business and be your own boss as well. The way that we approach your success as well is very key. Part of it is support and training. So your business setup, operations, marketing, your site selection of the schools we're going to be in. We also help launch your business, help you with sales, like I said before, coaching curriculum, and on the field training as well. So there's going to be opportunities for people to also come to the support office in Melbourne, Australia. There's also going to be our local team training and operations within Delhi and other parts of India as it grows and develops from a local perspective. So from the ongoing support, we also have programs to help our franchisees, Flying Start. We sort of look at where you are in your journey. So when you get to 100 kids, 200 kids, 300, 500 kids per week, we've got different programs that we help you with, whether it be weekly, fortnightly, or monthly. So we don't stop supporting. We want to make sure that you can keep on growing. And you move into what we call the Accelerate group when you start to work with me one-on-one as the founder, and we really help build your business into hopefully a $1 million business as well. So Sports Star Academy is a purpose-led organization. It's a cost-effective investment. We're getting kids active. It's a highly successful business model that works. We're supported by innovative technology, and we're a reputable, award-winning business. So that's Sports Academy. Unfortunately, I've got a little video and I've got other things that I want to show, but for some reason I couldn't share it. We use Google, and the Zoom hasn't allowed me to do that. But over to you, Hannah, or any other questions that we might have.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, Peter. What I can do is I will send you my phone number in a moment, and if you want to send me the video, I can potentially share it before the Zoom is out. And if not, we will make sure that we send it to any interested parties. So I'm going to hand over to Ashok, and he is going to share the commercial offering for Sportstar. It's up on the
Yeah. Hi, Anna. You can just stop your screen share. I'll share my screen and take through.
Sure, no problem.
Thank you, Peter. So just briefing us about the business opportunity, I think is a very attractive business model. And if you look at the Indian market, so we see like sports coaching in India is going to emerge as one of the primary industry. Where we see a lot of potential and market opportunity for investors and franchisee partners. So what is the offering that we are bringing for Indian franchisee partners? So I'll share my screen. We'll give a quick brief here. So my franchisee partner, basically, he has to just, he can take a license for Star Sports Academy, and they can opt for 5 sports from a mix of primary sports and secondary sports. So out of these 10 sports coachings, franchisee can select 5, any of these, depending on their area and market. No, because in India, if you look at the markets, Northern India has a different set of sports activity. Southern India has a different preferred set of sports categories, and Eastern India has a more focus on the different set of activities. Your Eastern more focused on athletics. North India has more focus on athletics and cricket. In Western, tennis, basketball, and hockey has more preference. So, but my franchisee, they can opt for license, and they can operate 5 sports under one training center. Here, the best part of this, that franchisee partner, he is not to set up any kind of academy or large facility where it requires a lot of capex to deploy in the business. So here basically you take a license and you can associate with schools or training academies or training courts outside schools, and you can conduct these training programs for students. So in terms of offering, you can have in-school training program, you can conduct group trainings, you can conduct one-to-one private coachings, you can organize summer camps, you can conduct clinics for the students to measure their performance and guide them for better performances. You can also sell the merchandise, so your sports equipment, accessories, kits that you can sell. And you can also conduct events and tournaments. And these events and tournaments are going to be much more attractive. So this will help you in terms of creating the awareness, doing the marketing for your academy, and acquire more students. To do this business, what we have done, basically we have classified territories into 3 sets. So A++. So these are the cities like your Delhi, Mumbai, Bangalore. So we have classified these metro cities in A++. Then we have a A+ city. So in A+, we have most of the state capitals, and then we have A grade cities. And from A++ city, we see if a school has like 2,000 to 3,000 students, that means we are looking at my school can give us 300 students for 5 sets of sports activities. And if you acquire 5 schools, 300 students each, that means 1500 students you can get from the school, and another 400 schools outside of the school hours that you can do. So total potential, it has around 1900 students that you can acquire and train. In my A plus city, we are looking at one school can give you 200 students, so 1000 students from the schools and 300 students from outside the school. That means basically 1300 students you are acquiring to train across multiple sports activities. In A grade cities, we are targeting around 700 students, 500 from schools and 200 from outside the schools. And then basically you need to do the trainings. The one-time player registration fee that we charge like 4,000 rupees, and your quarterly fee for ongoing coachings around 9,000 rupees per quarter. And best part in this business that once you enroll a student, you charge quarterly fee in advance. No, so this business help you in terms of reducing your working capital requirement. So it's an initial license cost that you need to pay. Working capital it doesn't require because you charge advance fee, and you can start this business. Now, so this is the unit economics that we are looking at. So for single unit franchisee, our franchisee fee is a standard of 6 lakh rupees. One-time marketing and launch cost is 1 lakh rupee. Onboarding and training cost is 1.5 lakh rupees that franchisee has to go through the training. So their coaches will be trained to provide trainings to the students. Then franchisee has to procure coaches kits and equipment. So that will cost around 2 lakh rupees. And these coaches kit and equipment for 5 sports activities that we are looking at. And other expenses miscellaneous we have kept at 1 lakh rupees. So my franchisee investment, if you look at the total capex, is 11.5 lakh rupees. We also kept the provision for working capital. Even it doesn't require, but we kept the provision. My franchisee should have enough bandwidth, and he should have a 5 lakh rupees in his account to run these operations. Right. The total revenue that you generate from that revenue, the ongoing fee that you need to pay. So 3,000 rupees per student you need to pay for your player registration, and it goes to SSA. And the 5% royalty. So this 5% royalty does not apply on your player registration fee and your merchandise sales. So remaining revenue from your ongoing coaching, private coaching, your camps, clinics, and tournaments. So this is applicable only on that revenue. So this you need to pay on the monthly basis. Royalty or management fee is 5% of the same revenue that you need to pay on the monthly basis. So what we see on an investment of 10-11 lakh rupees, your break even is only 3 months. So that means you start generating 2 to 3 lakh rupees per month from this business. So that is the profit that you make after paying all the expenses. So this is for my single unit. Sorry. Now, if you are looking at area master franchisee, so what we have done, we have divided India into 20 clusters, and each cluster has its associated rollout. So if you take a license for area franchisee, so your one-time license fee is 42 lakh rupees for my A grade territories, A plus grade territories. For A plus grade territories, one-time franchisee fee is your close to 30 lakh rupees, and for A grade cities, it is 21 lakh rupees. Apart from this, my area developer has to pay 5.5 lakh rupee one-time expense towards the training. So my area franchisee partner, he has to develop the capability locally. So once he appoints his sub-franchisees, he will be able to deliver the trainings to the franchisee partners. They need to purchase basically the coaches kit and equipment packs to do the direct trainings. Other expense again is 1 lakh rupee. So 52 lakh rupees is the total capex for my A++ territory. 29 lakh rupees towards A+ territory, and 30 lakh rupees for A grade territory. The ongoing fee from your own unit, 3,000 rupees per student you have to pay as a registration fee to SSA. 5% of the revenue goes as a tech fee to SSA. Franchisee fee share. Once you appoint your sub-franchisee partners in your territory, you will get 50% on the franchisee fee. So if we are targeting like 25 partners in A++ a city, that means you are going to charge 6 lakh rupees per franchisee as a franchisee fee. So from that 6 lakh rupees, you need to pay 3 lakh rupees to the SSA, and you need to keep 3 lakh rupees you keep. So by appointing, you are paying here 42 lakh rupees. If you appoint like 20 partners, so that means at 20 partners, you will get your 60 lakh rupees from franchisee fee itself. Right? And what we see here for the franchisee partner, his return on investment is basically more than 100%, and within 6 months he will recover his entire investment of 52 lakh rupees or 40 lakh, 30 lakh that they invest. So with this, I will end the presentation, and we can take the queries now.
Fantastic. Thank you so much for going into that detail, Ashok. Very, very helpful. So if you do have questions, don't forget to please put them in the Q&A box. Thank you again to Peter as well for sharing your wonderful brand. And just a reminder that Swaraj has shared his both email ID and phone number in the chat box should you wish to ask for more information or have a further conversation. Okay, so I would like to now introduce our next brand, John Inwards from Flip Out. John, please share a little bit about yourself, and then please go ahead and share about your brand. Thank you so much.
Sure. Thanks for the introduction, Hannah. Hi, everyone. My name's John Inwards. I am the International Franchise Director for Flip Out. I've been with the business since the inception in 2012. We are a family entertainment centre operator, and we operate in multiple regions across the world. We originally started in Australia, and since then we've moved to many different regions, including Mexico, UK, moving across Europe now. And we've got sites opening in Kuwait and various different regions. So we've developed a great relationship with Fran Global, and we're really excited about bringing Flip Out to India because we see a huge opportunity there. Just to kick off, what I'll do is I'll share a video which will give you a really good flavour of what we're about, the look and the feel, and hopefully give you some insight as to why we're different from any of the other operators out there, and the reason that we really stand out as a brand. And obviously cause the excitement for the kids that are going to come to our play park. So I'm just going to share a video. If you bear me a second, I'm just going to share my screen. Hopefully I can work the zoom out. Where are we going now? So this is Flip Out Odense. It's just opened in Denmark last October. For some reason, it's not working, is it?
It's going to open. It's just downloading from your cloud. So.
Okay. You can see.
Thank you.
So that was just a video of Flip Out, and it's one of our later parks that incorporates a number of different activities. We're originally a trampoline park brand. We've got 70 sites globally now. Extremely profitable business model. We've pretty much franchised from the sites. We've got a very successful franchise network. But we realized right at the beginning that for us to be ahead of the game and I would say dominate countries we go into, it's super important that we have got the evolution of the brand, and we're always looking forward, always looking for the latest equipment and the best experiences, both for the kids and the parents. So, we've gone from just having trampolines into a much more mixed use situation. We've got over 42 activities that we've had in our park so far. And these are designed bespoke into the particular location. So we obviously look and assess the location wherever that may be, and look at the competition locally, the amount of space that we've got, and essentially we'll design the park with a view to getting as much action-packed activity in there, but also activities that drive revenue, create the best experience, have variety, have something different from the competitors, and just stand out. So, typically we'd put anywhere between, on a smaller location, 6 activities up to 12, even more in some of the larger activities. These are things like trampolines, if you've got the height, Ninja Warrior courses, big inflatable slides, electric go-karts, bumper cars. Laser Quest is a really popular one at the moment. We've got the latest bit of equipment called Pixel Floor. There's just a huge variety of different equipment that we can put in there. Even indoor ice skating is one of the ones that we've done recently in London. Interactive soccer football pitches with targets on and scoreboards. Mini golf is another one. Big play frames with multiple obstacles. So really, the list is endless. But we obviously plan these sites with a view to having a really good look and feel in the sites, but also from a staffing point of view, we need to make sure that we're not overstaffed. So some equipment won't require any staff at all. For instance, this is called the Ninja frame. You might have one supervisor, and that's enough. And we can have over 100 kids in that piece of equipment, where the go-karts might need 2 staff and you might have less kids, but there's more of an attraction. So it's very, very much, selecting the attractions and developing the layout. And that's something over, 10 years experience we've got now. We know what works, what doesn't work. We can help you from the inception of, originally locating a site, helping with the lease negotiation. It's a very important thing. We've got a very strong connections with landlords over the world. Some of the biggest landlords in the world, for the likes of Westfield shopping centres, for instance. We've just signed a lease with them in Stockholm, and I'll show you a little bit on that project. That's due to open at the end of this year. But we can help you with all of the negotiation phase, sourcing making sure we're in the right area. And then moving on from there, it's really how to plan the site, the design and fit out, the technical support that's going to come from us. So we'll get the plans of the site, we'll do a mock-up, SketchUp 2D, and we'll lay out the location with all of the preferable equipment. In terms of the mix of the different revenue streams that we've got coming in, we've got, obviously the day tickets or the hourly tickets where people come in or the kids come in and use the equipment. There's also F&B counter, so food and beverage, kind of cafe area. So we do, hot food and drinks and cakes and things like that. Obviously, we'd set it for India for local tastes and flavors there. And then kids party rooms. So we're very big on kids parties. Typically, we have a theme party room, so they all have a different theme. And it's very exciting for the kids to be able to book something like that, and they really immerse themselves in a flip out world. And we strive to give them the best day they've had, and just see smiles over their face when they come in. So it's a really rewarding business. I would say it makes a really good family business. If you want to hand a business down to your children, or you want to run it with them, it's that kind of family orientated business, and it's nice to give back to the community, at the same time create something really fun and profitable. These stores make really good money, and that's why we're in the game as well. I mean, obviously that's why we're recruiting franchisees across India for the growth there and the opportunity we see, because when we look at the market and how many competitors or similar activities there are, it's very, very slim in India, and it's very early stages. We can open over 100 in India, and I think the entire market probably holds about 50 in as it sits. So there's a lot more growth there. So yeah, we help you with all the planning, marketing, leading up to the opening, the PR, the campaigns, all the social media. We've got tons and tons of assets, huge following on social media already, into the millions, with likes and follows and movies and films that people have put up, and just the strategy we put behind the marketing will give you a really good head start. We have different times throughout the year where we promote different events, things like obviously Christmas, Halloween, Easter. We'll adapt it to India. Operational support is really kind of a focus. It's making sure that everything we've learned, you've got that support, and we give you the full A to Z from starting signing the lease all the way to opening the site, and ongoing support in terms of anything you'll need to run the site day to day. We've put everything is digitalized, so we've got all training videos are all done for all of the team, all of the job specs, all of the financial templates. Everything you can imagine is online, and we use two different systems. We use Trello, which is essentially this system here, where when you're going through the build process, you have cards, and every single card you'll have the detail and a checklist of what needs to be done. So literally nothing can get missed, no stone is unturned. We'll support you through this and work through this with you. But essentially, you go through and tick off these tasks. Once they're all ticked off, it's all done. And then this will be ongoing when you run the site as well. But all of this is online. It's all templated and ready to go. We have Jolt, which is a day-to-day operating system, and obviously the franchise operations manual, which is the A to Z of the entire business. But Jolt basically helps you with all the team training. Let's see if we've got I haven't got a snapshot of Jolt here, but Jolt basically means you can go and check the equipment on a day-to-day basis, make sure it's safe, take pictures that you've checked it. That gets logged. So as a manager or an owner, you can check in and you can understand what's going on a day-to-day basis. Make sure that the level of cleanliness and the quality is there. There's customer feedback as well, so we get information on that from everyone that comes, so we can have a look at our scores and we can benchmark them against different locations. So yeah, really it's about making sure that your day-to-day running of the business, you've got all of the support you need. And it is a business you can run from afar. Once you've got a good general manager in, you can basically check in with them and make sure that everything's being ticked off. For instance, I run 3 stores in Scandinavia now, and I'm based in Barcelona, and I run with general managers remotely. I still go and visit once a month or so, but most of it's done online now. So you can run these from afar once they're up and running. Daily reporting is great. We use a system called Roller. So all of the online booking, all of the day-to-day booking, the party bookings, the cafe spend, the point of sale in store is all runs through this system. It's got an excellent reporting functionality, so you can log in and see exactly what's being spent, where it's been spent, and how it's been spent. Memberships is another huge opportunity. I would say 20% of our Denmark revenue at the moment comes from memberships, and that is something that we introduced a couple of years ago into Flip Out, and it's something that actually competitors aren't doing. But what it does is it gives you that repeat recurring revenue, and it gives you loyalty towards the brand with the customers. They love it because they get some discounts in store. They get to come as many times as they want for one fixed price. And we love it because we got loyal customers that pay on a regular basis, and it works really well for that recurring revenue. So it's proved very, very successful, the membership strategy that we've got in place. This is some of the guest experience. So they rate, their experience. This is internal. This doesn't go onto Google or anything. This is an internal report that we get, so we can make decisions on how to improve things as and when we're going through. I'll do a little snapshot on some of the, sorry, bear me a second. It's going to just share some of the breakdown. So I've got a little bit lost here. Is that sharing now, guys? I'm not sure what's happening.
No, it's not.
So that slideshow, sorry.
So currently we can just see yourself.
Great.
It's very nice.
Apologies. I'm just going to take you through some of the construction costs, I think, maybe. So if I just share that. Sorry, I had it nailed before this, didn't I? Now it's all okay. There's the share. Where's the screen? Can't see it now.
The share is at the bottom. It's a green arrow that points up. And
Thank
then...
you.
Perfect. We see it.
Great. So what we've done is we've put everything into different tiers in India. So typically our location sizes are anywhere between 1,500 square meters up to 6,000 plus to our super centers, and the revenue reflects the size. But going into some of the metro areas where things are tight on space in India, we're gonna look at a similar model to Mexico, where we can actually fit in some smaller locations, 1,200 square meters to 1,500 square meters. And yeah, as I said, we'll plan and help you through the sourcing of the property. But to give you an idea, this is kind of a flagship location. This would include all of the equipment. So this is 2,000 to 2,500, and this can go even bigger. And this is roughly the cost. So I think just converting this into Indian, I'm not sure if you want to go through the financials afterwards, Hannah, but a lot of this is in pounds at the moment.
Yeah, we'll go through the Indian financials.
Yeah. So this is a flagship. So this incorporates absolutely everything. This is to open the doors of all the marketing and all the recruitment, stock costs and everything else. But to give you an idea, a site of this size, with this price, will turn over north of £1.5 million. So the revenues are really big, and the EBITDA on these sites is anywhere between 20 and 30%. So it's really high numbers in terms of your return on investment. You're looking at around 2.5 years. There is quite a big upfront cost, but once you're up and running, really your main costs are things like the staffing and the rent. But the gross profit margins are very high in this business, and very soon you can return your investment and be into some really good profits. This is a tier 1 equipment specs, obviously a really big site, all the different equipment in there. Some more images there. I'm just taking you through the videos. It's very similar to that. The tier 2 is what we believe will be the hot one in India. So this is kind of a mid-sized site. I would take it up to 1,500 square meters. So again, you'll have a cafe in there, heavily graffitied walls, all of the sound and the lighting and the flooring and everything that's required, all the health and safety sign off, the kitchen equipment and everything to build the site. We're looking around £650,000. So again, making those conversions into Indian rupees. But that will give you 6-7 different activities, some real draw card ones like bumper cars and inflatable assault courses and laser maze and trampoline park or inflatable. So that is what we believe is going to be really popular in India. Turnover numbers are obviously going to be lower because you've got a less space, but it's going to be in the region of 900 to 1.2 million pounds. Similar EBITDA levels, so you can see actually with an ROI, we're talking the similar times, 2 to 2.5 years. We've got to understand this is a very robust, stable, long-term business. You know, when you sign leases, or when we sign leases for 10 years plus. And we see there's a great value in that because, you know, you've got a long-term, stable business. All of our sites globally, you know, remain open apart from ones that leases have ended or there's been redevelopment on the sites. But I would say out of the 70 plus we've opened, there's only been 2 or 3 that have ever closed. And that's just been, it's not been due to not making the money. It's been due to leases running out. So long-term leases are what we sign up for. I'm signing up 15-year leases at the moment in Scandinavia because if we ever and when we do sell parts of the business or we sell a franchise on, it's good to have a long-term lease attached to it because we see it as an asset. Some of the images so it's just a toned down, slightly smaller version. But you know, we're looking at a capacity of this site of north of 150 people an hour. So this is have a real great atmosphere in a site of this size. And yeah, you've definitely got the people in India, so we can see this being hugely successful. It's very different from anything else that's out there in India as well, that we've seen. And then the compact is just a kind of micro metro version. So we wouldn't have the full equipment. We wouldn't have, you know, maybe the party rooms will be a bit stripped back and a bit smaller. But obviously the fit out cost is a lot less. This is a kind of metro city flip out, which would be, I don't know where I've put the investment cost for that, but again, it's probably about £450,000. One thing on the equipment and the health and safety, I think health and safety is really important and kind of fundamental to our business. We've been through a lot in the period, and I think we've got this developed stringent health and safety operations that we can apply to everywhere we go. Obviously, there's adaptations for local area, but fire safety, health and safety, we know that back to front. So you know that when you're opening, it's a quality product. I think the customers see that. They see that it's different. It's not, we don't get equipment from China. It's very high quality equipment. You know when you go in there that it's safe and it's a great place to be for the family. And one thing just to add before I finish is it is very much a family business. It's not just for kids. We regularly see kids and families and parents actually enjoying themselves on the equipment at the same time. So if you want to jump on the go-karts with your kids, you're welcome to. If you want to go in the laser maze with your kids, you can do that as well. The play frame, it's all for the whole family to enjoy. And I think that's something really important, especially in India, where you don't have, in some areas, you don't have some big back gardens and play areas and play parks. You know, this is a place to come and enjoy time, enjoy family time and leisure time. So yeah, we're really excited about bringing Flip Out to India. And if any of you got any further questions or would like a follow-up call post this meeting, I'm happy to personally meet you and discuss the opportunity. Thank you for listening today, and sorry for the slight glitch earlier.
Fantastic. Thank you, John. I'm just going to hand over to Ashok, and he's going to go through the Indian commercials for Flip Out.
Great. Thank you.
So, Hannah, just can you share screen if you have the file with you?
I don't have the file. I can open it and send it to myself. But it's not something I have. If I can do it if you give me one moment. The deck that I have, Ashok, isn't the Indian deck.
Okay. Let me share my screen. I think I have an Excel sheet. So
Yeah, sure.
I'll run through it. Okay, no problem.
Fantastic.
Thank you, John. I think it's a wonderful opportunity for the investors, for the Indian markets. If you look at the trend for for kids, it's quite lucrative, and this business format is very suitable for the shopping complexes or education clusters or malls. So those are the areas. Basically, it has a very attractive business proposition. And I know for a fact, like Indian parents, they spend a lot of money on sports, on kids playing in these malls. And ticket size is also not so low; it's a very high as compared to the other sports activities. Right. So John has suggested that they have two different formats, for flip out, where one format that he has suggested that was around 20 to 25,000 square feet. So John, I'm just referring these numbers in square feet format and numbers in lakhs and crores for Indian audience. Okay. And
Perfect.
yeah, so what we are looking at a smaller format, that's 12,000 to 15,000 square feet. No, so where the franchisee fee, if you see, it's a one-time franchisee fee is 40 lakh rupees, and against this 40 lakh rupees franchisee fee, Mr. John and his team is going to visit India, and they are going to conduct feasibility. They are going to create a design, and for the entire facility setup. So that's a complete training support will be provided by the flip out team to you to set up this entire space. The cost to set up this flip out park is going to be 3 crores, and equipment is another 3.5 crores. If you look at the other costs, like music license, that's another 75 lakh rupees, 30 lakh rupees towards the inventory. So your total capex in the business is close to 8 crores. So 7.98. That's your 8 crores kind of capex. 36 lakh rupees we require. That is the deposit towards the property. And working capital we require around 51 lakh rupees. So that is the total, the investment that is required. If you look at the average ticket size that we have considered here, it's a 1,500 rupees, where Indian parents spend on these kind of activities, they spend between 1,500 to 6,500 rupees on single kit. That is currently being spent in Indian market. Right, so 1,500 rupees, I think very attractive, very lucrative for parents, and anyone can afford it. And best part of this activity, that your entire family can enjoy the same activity. So it's not like limited to the kids. So the parents, grandparent, or kids all together can enjoy the games. Monthly rental that we are looking at 12 lakh rupees for the space. Your staff salaries are going to be around 4.6 lakh rupees. Royalty that we charge is around 7% on the total revenue. And marketing and advertisement cost is again around 2.3 lakh rupees that you need to spend on the monthly basis. And ongoing operating expenses are around 7 lakh rupees. And so what we see here, so that is the economics for my single unit partner. We are also open for the area developers. So where my area franchisee partner, he can take a license for an entire city, and he can set up 4-5 facilities, right? But the provision for my area developer, that he has to own and operate 1 facility, and 4 he can sub-franchise, or he can set up for himself. So it's totally depending on the franchisee partner. So if my partner opens 4-5 academies, that means his initial investment is going to be high. That is around your 9 crores. So 7.5 crores you are investing towards the setup of the facility. That's your capex for 1 center, and then 1.6 crore you are paying as a master license fee for that entire city. it. Once you take the master franchisee license, basically we expect within less than 4 years, you will have the basically your capex return from the business, and you make almost 2x of your business, 2x of your investment in 5 years. And the agreement period for this area franchisee partner is going to be 10 years. And the provision for my franchisee partner that in the next 2 years he has to set up these 4-5 facilities. So with this, I will end the presentation, and now we can take queries.
Thank you.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, Ashok and John. If you do have any questions, please pop them into the chat. And in the meantime, I'm going to introduce the next speaker. Speaking on behalf of Australian Beauty, please welcome Sushma. Sushma, please do a small introduction for yourself and then share the brand. Thank you.
Sure. Thank you, Hannah. Thank you so much. So I'm Sushma Nadar. I am heading the complete vertical for beauty and wellness for the country. And I would be presenting Australian Beauty International College here. I will share the screen. So Australian Beauty Institute. So I'll be taking you through the contents about the academy itself, courses and accreditations, impact and future prospects, and franchise opportunities. So this is the campus for the college in Australia. Beauty education landscape. So Australian International Beauty College is the leading college in Australia for beauty and wellness. They are committed to provide the quality to the students in terms of comprehensive curriculum and industry-aligned training methodologies. They are also empowering the aspiring professionals by providing creativity, skill, entrepreneurial spirit amongst the students. They have their vision and mission. So their vision is to shape the future of the beauty education with guidance. Their mission is to empower the individuals with knowledge, skill, and confidence. They are also cultivating the creativity amongst them. These are the campuses as of now. We have 5 campuses: Sydney, Gold Coast, Melbourne, Alice Springs, and China. We are coming to India also very soon. So AIBC has the commitment to inclusivity. They believe in diversity and they are very welcoming towards the student with different backgrounds. They ensure that the student is receiving the personalized support and mentorship and the guidance. They have this global perspective, which enrich the educational experience, preparing students for the multicultural industry landscape. Let's come to the courses and accreditations. They have multiple course categories, the multiple courses categorized in subjects like beauty, laser, skin, and makeup. So they have this very industry relevant curriculum. They provide practical skill training to the students by providing industry training. They have this special modules for business and entrepreneurship for the students. They also organize guest lectures and workshops for the students. So these are the accreditation and recognition for the company, for the brand. AIBC, Australian Beauty International College is accredited by ASQA, which is Australian Skills Quality Authority. This is an Australian government accreditation. It is also endorsed by the leading beauty associations in the industry. So these accreditations are basically they open the doors to diverse career opportunities, further education and professional recognition within the industry. Students have their success stories. Alumni have made the significant contributions to the industry. They have chosen the diverse career pathways. They also share their testimonials with the brand, with the company. Impact and future prospects. So Australian Beauty International College also has a centralized placement cell which focuses on the placement of the students. They help them getting placed in the industry in different companies which they are associated with. Alumni network and global reach. So Australian Beauty Academy is, they have this extensive alumni network, which helps in support and mentorship, helps in providing the support and mentorship to the existing students. Their alumni form a global community contributing to the internationalization of beauty practices and cultural exchanges. And their alumni are, alumni assume leadership roles, driving innovation, inclusivity, and ethical practices within the industry. Future prospects and innovation. So Australian Beauty Institute keeps their curriculum updated as per the trends in the industry. They also anticipate the future needs so that they can prepare the students accordingly. They have and they will always, they continue to deliver the excellence, relevance, and leadership. Franchise opportunities. So this is the industry overview. India is the fourth largest beauty market in the world and expected to grow at a rate of 20.6%. The growth rate of cosmetologists is predicted to be 13%, which is greater than the other jobs. The professional hair care industry is projected to grow at a rate of 5.96%. So there are basically two factors which are the drivers. So first is the need for grooming has gone up, and the grooming of male has gone up. So these are the two drivers. This growth have been categorized into different segments. Indian wedding industry is growing by 7 to 8% annual rate. Film industry is growing at the rate of 10% annually. Fashion industry is growing, expected to reach $102 billion by 2025. And film industry, according to the industry reports, basically, this is growing at the rate of 11%. Now, why Australian International Beauty College? Because this provides the Australian government certificate, which basically makes the students eligible to work in any of the countries. Unlike these brands which are there in the market already as the competitors. So this is the basic franchise proposal, basic economics for the franchisees. We have two models. One is for the area, second is for the unit. Minimum requirement for the area is 3,000 to 4,000 square feet. Franchise fees for the area is 50 lakhs and for the unit is 20 lakhs. Investment for the unit is same in both the cases. Royalty to the brand by area is 10% and by unit to the area is 15%. Average ROI is more than 100%. Break even or the payback period is less than 18 months in area and less than 14 months in unit. Contract period for area is 10 years and for the unit is 5 years. Of course, Ashokji will take into the details of everything. So there is a rollout plan also. We are planning to expand in Delhi, NCR, Rajasthan, Uttar Pradesh, Uttarakhand, Haryana, Punjab, and so on. So who is the ideal partner to be the investor or to take the franchisee? So the investor has to be financially fit, operationally fit, marketing point of view, from marketing point of view also it has to be fit and strategically fit. So financially fit for academy development, for investing in IT infrastructure, for financial, it has to have that kind of financial bandwidth Operationally fit in terms of training and skill development, operations management, and team management. Marketing-wise fit for business development and sales, educational cluster, marketing outreach, lead generation, and student acquisition. Strategic fit, they have to have this entrepreneurial skills, makeup artist, and creative minds. So this is the support brand is going to give to the unit or the area master. This support has been categorized into 3 categories: pre, ongoing, and post. So pre-support, pre-opening support is artwork, design and setup guidance, vendor tie-ups, equipment sourcing, staff KRAs and training support. Ongoing support is marketing, guidance, lead generation, technical software support, digital media assistance. Post-opening support is post-launch support basically. So academic training support, examination, certification, placement, guidance. So this is, I'm done with my presentations. Now Ashokji will come into the picture to get into the details of the commercials of the brand. Thank you so much. Over to you, Ashokji. I'll stop sharing my screen.
Thank you, Susma. I think very good presentation. So I think beauty segment, if you look at India, it has emerged as one of the largest, emerging industry, and the difference that Australian Beauty Institute is offering is multifold. Okay, so they have short-term courses, medium-term courses, and advanced diploma programs. And these programs are offered for the people who are already associated with the beauty industry. Plus, it is also offered for your paramedical staffs, for doctors. Okay, even our doctors can basically do the advanced diploma in laser therapies and other programs. So this is a very advanced program. And second, for the advantage for the student, if you look at, there's a whole industry to work on. As in your presentation, you're saying like their students are already working in more than 11 countries across the globe. So that means basically the curriculum or the program that Australian Beauty Institute is offering, that means you will get a skill that allows you, to work across the globe. And it also offers basically for the Indian students that you will get a chance to study in Australia and you can work in Australia, right? So that is the additional advantage for Indian audience. So now for the franchisee partners, I think we have looked at the presentation. There are few players in this business segment who are offering these programs, but they offer a very short-term programs, so hundreds of programs they offer. But Australian Beauty, it has its own advantage. So I'll share my screen and will give you a little bit more understanding on the unit economics. Okay. So as Susma said in the presentation, that we have 2 offerings. One is my unit franchisee partner, and second one is for area clusters. So for area clusters, I will just brief you first that for area cluster, like Delhi NCR and Rajasthan has been classified as one cluster, where we see the opportunity that my franchisee partner, area developer, he can set up 10 units. So he has to create a network. He has to set up 1 center on his own, and then 9 he can sub-franchise, right? But if my franchisee has the more operating capability, he can set up more than 1 center himself, right? UP and Uttarakhand has been classified as the second cluster, where we see the minimum potential of 10 units. Haryana, Punjab, Chandigarh, Himachal Pradesh, and UP and Uttarakhand, and Jammu and Kashmir, including Ladakh, has the opportunity for 10 units. Maharashtra and Gujarat, 4th cluster is again potential for 10 units. So this is the minimum scope for my each unit, that 10 we have identified. But my franchisee partner has the freedom. Once they set up like 10 centers, then they can add more depending on the demand that they generate in their cluster. Bihar, Rajasthan, Chhattisgarh, Odisha has been classified as a cluster. West Bengal and entire Northeast has been clubbed together for another cluster. Telangana and Andhra Pradesh both combined together as an additional cluster. Karnataka state has the potential for one cluster, and Tamil Nadu, Kerala, and Puducherry is the my 10th cluster. So this has been classified into 10 equal clusters with a minimum scope of 10 units every cluster. So that gives us a potential of 10 centers. And that, I think, one of the Susma's presentation, because there are few existing academies or centers, they have like 75 centers or 100 centers. So the target that we have for the next 5 to 10 years, that we are looking at 100 centers in India. Right? And if you look at the student base, is like 250 million students. So that means 100 student, even 100 centers are not good enough to capture all the demand. Right now, my requirement for center setup, minimum area requirement is 3 to 4,000 square feet. The initial setup cost, including your franchisee fee, is 60 lakh rupees. 18 lakh rupees towards the your interior and fit out, 12 lakh rupees towards the equipments, white goods, 1.5 lakh rupees. Your other miscellaneous expenses around 50,000 rupees. Marketing and pre-launch. So this is your pre-launch marketing and promotional activities, 1 lakh rupees. Signage and branding, 1 lakh rupees, and franchisee fee of 20 lakh rupees. We expect a revenue of 56 lakh rupees from the center. So that gives you around 6.7 crores of revenue for the year. The cost towards my cost of goods and services around 20%. A royalty to the brand is 15% from unit. Tech fee is 2% of the revenues. Operating expenses are around 16% and 6% towards the marketing cost. If you look at my total overall EBITDA margin is 25%, and return on investment is going to be more than 270%, and break even for the franchisee is 13 months, and the contract period for the unit franchisee is 5 years. Right? And for my area partner, so area developer, he has to set up 10 academies, one of his own, and he has to appoint sub-franchisees for 9 centers. The total investment for my area franchisee is 58 lakh rupees. And out of this 58 lakh rupees, 50 lakh rupees is your franchisee fee. So this total investment includes your this franchisee fee component. Once you get the license, then you appoint my sub-franchisee partners, and you take 50% share from the sub-franchisee fee. So that is 20 lakh rupees is the franchisee fee. So once you appoint a partner, that means you will get 10 lakh rupees, and 10 lakh rupees you will pay to the brand. So just by appointing 5 partners, you recovers your master franchisee fee. If you appoint all like 8 or 9 partners, that means your entire capex that you have deployed here, 84 lakh rupees, you recover your entire capex that you invested in the business. Just only appointing 9 franchisee partners, right? And then on top of that, you will get basically ongoing business. So you will get basically you will make profit from your own center, plus you will get 5% royalties from your sub-franchisee centers, right? So where we see if you look at my return on investment for my master franchisee is more than 480%, and 1.5 years is the break even for the master franchisee, and the contract period for master franchisee is 10 years, where to set up these 10 centers, my franchisee within 4 to 5 years, he has to set up the entire network of 10 centers. Right. So with this, I will end the presentation. Now we can take up queries.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, Ashok. Please don't forget, if you do have questions, now is the best time to get them answered. But if you would like to have a one-to-one conversation with one of our members, then their information is in the chat. So handing over to our final brand of the day, please welcome Rishu, and she's going to be going through Easy Gym.
Hi, Hannah. Is the screen visible to you, everybody?
It certainly is.
Okay. To begin with, hi everybody. So thanks for joining in, and I'm actually glad to represent this brand, Easy Gym. It's a premium fitness brand in Europe, and Easy Gym is one of a leading brand basically in Europe. And to give you the basic initial introduction, I would like to share that it's a little background around the company. It's a part of Easy Group, which was founded by Sir Stelios in 1994. Easy Group is having 100% brand, 100 plus brands in the venture and under their name. So if you have traveled to Europe, you must have seen EasyJet, hotels, gym, and other ventures are already present there. So if I take you to the brand story so far, in 2009, Easy Gym was founded by Paul in UK with the team, and business grew very fast from that point, and they received a great response. In 2018, Easy Gym consolidated a few gyms to expand further. So, cause they were looking at the expansion for next 10 years. So in 18 itself, they started with new 7 franchisees in France, and successfully they moved further in 2019 in UK and Ireland as well. So by 2023, Easy Gym was already having 14 plus clubs in the France. And now in 24, they are looking at further expansion, which is like they are planning to move into next 10 more countries, including India. When it comes to the core value of this brand, they believe in delivering better than the expectation of the client, or even I would like to add the franchisee honor as well. So the investment which a person makes, they focus majorly into being the tech-driven kind of a brand, and to give the high-end quality services. And as this is a fitness brand, and the brand is supposed to deliver high-end health and fitness related services, they focus more on the infrastructure. Should be like like the good machinery, rather than spending more on the fancy designing and all. The proposition says that technology, safety, security, and the amazing environment is the main priority. Transparency in the business is the main focus. Flexibility to have and flexibility and control of the business operation, which help a lot in the growth, and overall setup which leads to higher occupancy accommodation in compared to other gyms, because in most of the gyms, if you see, the setups are done in a certain manner that the space is very less for the people, and then the designs are so chaotic that they end up having less number of, or I would say a more crowd in the gym, rather than, it's actually, it is. So it is driven by innovation, innovative ideas, and high quality in the mind, and that is the main focus. So when it comes to the vision of Easy Gym, it's to target the expansion by 23 into next like 10 more countries. Already they have good number of gyms in the France. When it comes to the gym membership, if you notice, there are many, they cater to all the age group, but if you look at the Indian market right now, the adoption rate is like approx 5%. And when it comes to the search, which Indian people are Googling nowadays, that how is the fitness, how to improve the fitness, what are the best brands in the India, because they all are willing to get fitter comparatively to the older situation before pre-COVID. So it is not limited to any age group. When it comes to 16 for 24 or people who are 30 plus, 40 plus, or even 55, they all are looking at getting a better healthy body. So yeah, the scope in India is really great. So when it comes to the market positioning, we are affordable, yet we are trying to provide best experience to the client. We want to focus more on the quality, providing them high-end equipments, because that is the main thing. There are many programs which Easy Gym is actually having, which other brands are currently not having, and I don't know even if they are even planning to. But when it comes to like flexibility of hours, it is there. When it comes to steam, shower, locker, any other facility which many gyms are not providing, because they feel, I mean, it can create certain load on the expenses. So Easy Gym is having these kind of options as well if somebody is going to the urban to the luxury segment. Unit franchisee model. Okay, so we have currently three kind of business formats we have. So first one is express, second one is urban, and third one is luxury segment. So when it comes to the express unit, the area requirement is around 5,000 square feet and up. The express unit. The urban is 7,500 up, and 15,000 up is for luxury. The initial investment for each of them is also different. Express is going to be 2 CR plus. For urban, it's 3 CR plus, and for luxury, it's 5 CR above. So the rentals which we are targeting for the high end locations, because it depends on the area and the what kind of quality the area is, the location is. So we are having expecting the rental to be around like 100 rupees per square feet. For the express and urban model, we are expecting around 50 to 75 rupees per square feet. Next comes to the membership. So there are three sort of membership: quarterly, half-yearly, and yearly membership. The quarterly starts from 10,000, it goes up to 16,000. Again, it depends on the which kind of format the person is operating. 10,000 is like can be for the express, and 16,000 can be for the luxury segment. Half-yearly 16,000, and the luxury one is 25. And yearly start from 28, and it can go up to 45. Now, I'll take you through the area franchisee thing. The area master franchisee is somebody who is taking a particular area. Let's assume you can see that Delhi NCR, Noida, Gurugram, and Faridabad is the first option which is given. Then there is Greater Mumbai, Andhra Pradesh, Telangana, Tamil Nadu. There are almost 12, particularly we have created the area franchisee clusters. So in each area franchisee, there's a target of having 25 more sub-franchisees. So the person who is going to take the area master franchisee, is for that minimum requirement is to have one luxury gym setup, which I already mentioned. If you just look at the above sheet, the area requirement is 15,000 up, and the investment is needed 5 CR plus. So in that, they need to pay one time franchisee fees, which is going to be 1 CR. Uh, which is going to be 1 CR. So the benefit of this particular investment is if in future, let's say there are more franchisees which are coming in this particular area, the person, the franchisee fees is going to be 20 lakh per unit. So the person will receive 70% of that particular investment of that franchisee fees. And in future, once
Reshu,
the, yeah.
Sorry to interrupt, Reshu. I think there is a one correction here. So
Sure, sure.
sub-franchisee fee is 50-50. So 50%
Okay.
goes to area developer and 50% goes to the brand.
I'm sorry for that.
Franchisee
So,
fee share is 50-50. Okay.
and the royalty is going to
Royalties
be
again also 50-50.
okay. Okay. So royalty and franchise. Okay. The franchisee fee is 20 lakh rupees, and the 50% will go to the area franchisee, and 50% will go to the brand, if I'm correct now. And the royalty on the ongoing project, once the pre-sale and the post-sale activities start, the monthly revenue start getting generated, 8% of that particular revenue will be shared 50-50 between brand and the area franchisee again. So once the person is spending this 1 CR additional, he's getting the area franchisee, he's getting the indirect income from all these units also. So this is a great opportunity, I believe, rather than only opting for one particular franchisee unit. So the payback duration which we can suggest, the payback period is going to be less than 2 years, because if they are even having 4 to 5 sub franchisees, they are going to receive 50% of that particular 20 lakh investment. So plus the 8% or 50% of the 8% will also be coming, and additionally they are earning from their own particular property as well. So payback period should not be more than 2 years for the area master franchisee. When it comes to the agreement have the sub franchisees is going to be 5 years, and for the franchisee unit only it is 10 years. So total span is going to be 10 plus 5 for the area master franchisee. Now, one more part which I think I need to cover here is the membership or the membership, approx membership which can be accommodated, number of people they can accommodate. In express unit, approx we are planning approx 500, and urban concept we are planning approx 750, and luxury segment 1500, because as per the design we want the experience to be far better compared to other gyms, so the people who are going there are not feeling that the services are not up to the mark or they are getting any sort of delay. So the brand is very focused that customer experience is amazing once they are signing up. The journey after signing the franchisee. So it takes about 15 to 20 weeks. Once the franchisee is signed, company will fully support you in various like segments, like getting the license to use the Easy Gym brand, uh, access to the network, CRM, in-club technology, maintaining brand standards. So we are always going to be around, like to form the initial setup, help in generating the prospect sales, pre-sale, initial hand-holding, and then the post-sales initially. HR platform will be given, recruitment support will be also provided to you, ongoing training, back office support, club designing, customer service support, property qualification and analysis in the beginning, which is definitely needed, in marketing support, which can be like internal marketing, external marketing, social media marketing, can be of any bit, we are there to support. So by the time you will start the operations, you will already have 100 or 250 memberships with you, which will give you initial work capital as well. So the project will be getting close to the profit in the beginning itself. So this is all I have to share. Rest I'll ask Ashokji to support a little bit and share the insight.
Yeah, sure,
Any,
Reshu. I think
any
you have
further?
covered
Yeah.
pretty much all. So I will talk about some little bit of the Indian market dynamics. Then I'll give it summarize this opportunity for the franchisee partners. So if you look at the Indian market, India has around 2 lakh gyms and fitness centers across the country. And out of these 2 lakhs, 90% are unorganized. They don't have any technology, they don't have website, they don't have any kind of advanced technical support and infrastructure. They don't have any quality standards. And that is the huge market in India itself. Second thing, if you look at the penetration in Indian market as compared to other developed nations, like India market is 5% as compared to other countries. So that means there's a huge gap in terms of demand and supply. India has a higher demand, but we don't have the good quality supply. So that's basically, that's a market that we need to capture. And franchisee partners, they will get the first mover advantage. They will be equipped with quality standards, world-class infrastructure, technology, and technology is going to play a significant role in your business growth. Right now, the opportunity that we are bringing for franchisee partners, that we are looking for area developers. So we have classified whole country into 12 equivalent clusters. So we need only 12 area developers. So these are only 12 opportunity for the whole country.
Right.
So my area developer, he has to set up one luxury gym where he is going to set up in like area requirement around 15,000 square feet. Here he is going to set up all set of services that we are going to provide and develop the capability, to recruit sub franchisees and support them. So train your unit franchisees and then provide them ongoing hand holding. So that is the role we are looking for. So their one-time investment in luxury setup is going to be around 5 crore plus 1 crore they need to pay as a master license fee. Right? And the scope that we are looking at, minimum scope of 25 fitness centers. So that is that means if my area developer, he appoints 10 unit franchisees, he will recover his entire master fee. If he appoints 20, that means he is making a profit on franchisee fee itself, apart from his direct business that he does. Right? And he will also keep getting 50% of the royalty. So that means 8% is the royalty applicable to my unit franchisee. From that 8%, 4% goes to area developer and 4% goes to the brand. Similarly, the sub-franchisee fee will be shared 50-50. So 50% with the brand and 50% with the area developer. And apart from this, my area developer will get basically the complete support from Franchise India. So we will support our area developers, area partners to appoint their sub-franchisees. So they will get basically free participation in Franchisee India events, and they will be benefited from Franchise India marketing as well. So we will help them to recruit sub-franchisee partners. Yeah. So with this, I will end this presentation. Now we can take queries.
Fantastic. Thank you both for a brilliant overview and insight into Easy Gym. So that concludes our webinar today. We are just going to stay for one more moment in case you do have a pressing question, but otherwise, the brand heads have shared their details in the chat. Please take a moment to make notes of those. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you to all the brands and speakers today. We've been thrilled to have you on here and absolutely honoured. We're loving working with you and we can't wait to welcome more partners on board. Thank you also to Ashok for going through each of the brands' commercials. That's super helpful. So thank you so much. Great. Well, if that's it, have a wonderful day, everybody, and a good evening in India, and we will see you again next Friday. Thank you.